right, Sam, help us out here.
I don't know if there's much hope for y'all.
No, I've got to change Sam Crow Wellness to coaching here. So what do you coach?
I'm a holistic mountain coach. So it is a self-proclaimed title because there is no such thing as what I do.
Wait, what'd you go to school for?
I have a health coaching certification and I'm a guide, and I'm meshing the two worlds together.
Okay. So where'd you guide?
Mainly the Wasatch. So Little and Big Cottonwood Canyon. I guide with Inspired Summit Adventure up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how's it going so far?
It's going good. It's going good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plan on getting my AIRI instructor training course this winter as well. So instructing some avalanche courses. So maybe I'll hook up with Corey here soon and maybe teach some.
Corey, I got someone for you.
You two can talk centimeters together.
Possible paid volunteer.
Paid volunteer. That's what I'm going under.
Oh, okay. Very good. So how do you market? How do you get people to find you? Like how's that struggle working?
That is the question.
Yeah. Find podcasts like this. It's millions of listeners. Millions. Worldwide. Well, worldwide's true, but
don't you dare underestimate our loyal fans.
That's true.
Dozens.
Yeah, but mainly on Instagram. I have a website. And then
what's the handle so we can all follow you?
At Sam Crow Coaching.
Okay.
Everything's pretty much Sam Crow Coaching, so you can go to samcrowcoaching.com, at Sam Crow Coaching on Instagram, and samcrowcoaching@gmail.com.
So take me through this. Like, how out of shape can I be and still participate in your program?
Ooh, I don't know if I'd invite you.
Good answer. Yeah.
No, you can be. That's the whole point of actually my coaching here, is because I think a lot of times we put backcountry skiing and splitboarding and mountain biking and all these outdoor exercises and way of playing in the mountains into these really gnarly buckets, right? Of like, you have to be like Jeremy Jones or
why go out?
Yeah. Dude, if you're not going hard, you're not going.
Corey knows.
Yeah. Dude. I can tell.
Yeah. Okay. So is that hard do you do work on like the psychology side a little bit to help people get going?
A little bit. So originally I was going to school to become a psychologist and quickly decided not to do that.
Oh, really?
I'm not good in school.
Okay.
Yeah. But as I was diverging into the outdoor realm, I still had some of that education. And then when COVID hit, I got my health coaching certification. And that surprisingly has a lot more to do with mindset than it does with nutrition.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when people are trying to make these habit shifts in their life or try something new, what's holding them back is usually their beliefs or what they, perceive that they can achieve.
Okay. Can you give us one hack?
Ooh, one hack.
I mean, there's probably a subset in the whole system and everything, but I don't know. Is there anything that you just tell people off the cuff necessarily? Get your shit together, sort of?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Something about bootstraps. I feel like come on, get your ass off the ground.
Yeah, something like that.
That's often what I tell my clients. Get yourself off the ground. I don't want to see you use tears.
Come on, there's no crying.
I know, but one of my favorite shows is Dodgeball. So it's,
you can dodge a wrench.
Yeah. Anyway, but I'm hoping you don't take that strong of an approach, but you never know. Maybe it works for people. I don't know.
Tough love does work sometimes. It does. And everybody needs a little bit of that sometimes. But most of the time, they're already giving themselves enough tough love.
Yeah. So what are you finding is working? What are the type of clients that are finding the best out of your services?
Yeah. So the type of clients that I work with the most closely are people who are looking to get into the backcountry ski world and mountain biking world. And maybe they've even been in it for a few years, but are hitting a plateau of some sort. So what is working the most with them, honestly, is me asking some really fucking good questions and them coming up with the answers on their own. And I know that sounds kind of like, what is your job even then if you're just asking questions and they're giving the answers? But honestly, people don't ask themselves the questions very often of hey, why do you think you've hit this plateau right now? And most of the time they fucking know. They're like, because I'm pushing myself too hard, because my career is draining me, because I don't prioritize my nutrition, I don't prioritize my health in any shape or form. And it's like, okay, let's start at step one.
Yeah. Well, these types of sports too, they're individual. They're not team sports, and they're not necessarily sports. Well, sometimes they can be team, I guess, high school mountain biking and stuff, but most of the time they're individual. So you get a lot of support around team sports. You get like the team sports worker outer guy, coaches and all that kind of stuff, you know.
The fans.
Yeah.
I wish Corey had a mic right now. We were just hear his giggles on the side.
Yeah, you can hear.
Brandon does ball sports, as you can tell.
All the ball sports. I love them. But you can have support around that, where I think if it's an individual person trying to get better at like climbing, mountain biking, backcountry, like you're on your own. Like where do you go and who do you ask?
A coach, I'm guessing.
A coach.
Yeah. See, look at this. This is where
Bam.
being accountable to somebody else is probably a good thing, right?
100%.
That's the big deal. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So inherently with group sports, there is a community, right? Like you are set up with a group of people that have the same goal as you do, and you're all working towards that together. Backcountry skiing and splitboarding is arguably a group sport because it's really hard to do that on your own safely all the time. But you do need to be able to put yourself out there and get yourself going and like motivate yourself to get out there daily, or not daily, sorry, that's too much, but weekly at least, to kind of get your feet on the snow and understand what's going on and know what the snowpack is doing. It is a very self-motivated sport sometimes.
Okay, so here's the arguments. Arguments are you just got to go out and do it like all the time. Like you said, maybe not every day, but 4 or 5 days a week, and then you'll get better. Versus also adding like a gym or some sort of resistance exercises to that program. Do you need both? What's your answer?
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that you even need to get out there 4 to 5 days a week. Like once to twice a week is really good, and then tuning into the Ogden Avalanche Center for your weekly updates on what the snow is doing.
Bam, she's good. Wow. Tell you what, yeah.
We'll help you out.
Okay.
We need board members.
It's true. It's true.
Brandon's going to fill the president. So if you want to be the president.
Wow. Okay.
Oh man, can I be the treasurer? Can I have the envelope of white, or the white envelope of
Well, that's
money?
my job, but yeah, you can have it.
Yeah.
But yes, getting your feet on the snow and kind of understanding what's going on for yourself is super important. So yeah, if you're able to get out there in the mountains for 1 to 2 long days outside, awesome. And then if you can get into the gym, I honestly don't go to the gym. I do all my strength training at home. That's the easy button for me. That's how I make it happen, going to the gym is a big effort for me, and I'm very intimidated by the gym scene and everything like that. But if you can find a routine that you can get done at home and just make it really easy on yourself, I find there's more consistency within that. About 3 days a week. It doesn't take a lot.
Yeah, interesting.
And it's like a half hour to 40 minutes of strength training, not like 2 hours of CrossFit.
Sure. How many clients have really big objectives, or is it mostly just trying to get better at like the daily, weekly, going out and about, having fun?
Mm-hmm. I would say about half have really big objectives, and the other half we're really working on reframing their beliefs and daily lives in general. So with the holistic mountain coaching, it could even be like holistic mountain life coaching in a sense. Yeah.
Corey, do you need some of this in your life? I mean,
My house looks really Pinteresty. It's fine.
wow. What does that mean?
I have lots of these lights.
So he doesn't need a coach because that's what I would do.
Wow.
If you have string lights, you made it.
Oh.
They're expensive. If you go to Amazon, they're like $25 or something. So
Yep.
Yeah, these
Yep.
are the good ones. These are the Edison bulb style looking things.
she knows.
Yeah, see, she has her shit together.
Yeah, I know.
String lights, that's how you know.
You know what I want? I want to hope that you have in your coaching group is a hardcore snowshoer. Do you have any hardcore snowshoers?
Because Brandon is one.
Because if not, I could be.
My hardcore snowshoer?
Yeah.
Cool. No, I'm looking for somebody to fill that spot, actually.
So, okay.
You could be one of her influencers.
I could give you a Summit Sister hat.
Summit Sisters. I'm digging this already.
Yep.
This is good stuff. Okay, this is good. Todd, you have questions? I can tell.
No, that's just me shaking my head.
Okay.
That's you. Okay, so does the coach have a coach?
I have a business coach because this shit is hard running your own business. And like, I'm sure you guys understand that too, like running your own podcast. It is, I'm a solo coach. So I'm by myself a lot within the business world. And so a business coach is what I work primarily with right now, and a therapist.
Therapist is good. I think this show could use a therapist, to tell you the truth. Yeah.
So is that a new?
Collectively.
Yeah, is that a new segment?
I can fill that spot
It's
too.
not about you. We're literally the last person I would ask. We're really close to the bottom. Really, really close to the bottom.
Are you saying I'm close to rock bottom, or
I think you're revealing a lot more about yourself than we need to. We don't even have to say anything.
He's got string lights. He knows everything.
I just love the distraction of the string lights.
I'm still trying to connect.
Squirrel.
the two.
It's just squirrel.
There's no connection, Sam. I
Just
don't
a
know.
bright,
Don't worry
shiny
about it.
object. Literally a bright, shiny object.
Yeah.
That's all it takes with this guy. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. So, what are your goals for the winter? Just personal goals.
Personal goals.
Yep.
So I just moved to Ogden in June. So
From
Park City. It's
From
not
Park
very
City.
far. But my husband and I bought a house down here in Ogden and have been scoping out the mountain bike trails and the backcountry ski areas, which there is a lot of mapping and like how-tos for Little and Big Cottonwood. There is not as much for Northern.
Trying to keep it that way.
And I was just going to say, and I kind of fucking love it. It's like very exploratory and you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into right now. But so scoping out more of the Northern Wasatch here and then working my way up to Logan. And let's see, I did have one other one. It's not coming to my mind right now.
what brought you to Ogden?
Buying a house.
A house, yeah. What are you saying? That housing is super affordable in Park City, or literally anywhere. I mean,
Honestly.
you're just barely getting into Ogden when it's just in any way affordable. So
Yeah.
your timing's good.
I
guess.
hope so.
I don't know.
I
Now's
hope
not
so.
the time to buy a house at all. So
No, it's
the
not.
fact that you
It
found something
wasn't.
well played.
But we did, and we're in the game now. So that's, kudos to us.
Yeah.
We're making it happen.
Okay, so immediate comparisons between the two. How long have you been in Ogden?
Ogden since June.
Since June. Okay, and so meaning conveniences that maybe they didn't have in Park City, or things that you're missing in Park
Like a
City.
Del Taco.
Oh, yeah.
Del Taco's very, very popular here.
That's yeah.
I've
I
yet to
love
be
Del
one of
Taco.
those.
What are you loving
In fact-
about Ogden, I should say?
What am I loving about Ogden? Honestly, the exploratory aspect. So
Yeah.
everything isn't as mapped and like, you don't see a million people out on the trails out here or out in the mountains. Like when you're in Park City, you are constantly getting off your bike. You are constantly like worried about other people above you on the skin track and just making sure like you have to be not in your own world. You're very much out of like the flow of things. In Ogden, I feel like I've been able to get in the flow more just because there is less people on the trails. There's less people on the mountains. And I really, really loved that.
Oh, that's what we hear. That's nice. I think that those maps that you're asking for are available, but not until you've been here a year. So once you've been here a year, all those maps, it's a thing to sort of weed out that first little bit of time.
there you get a pin?
So excited.
Yeah.
June 2023.
So June's coming up pretty quick. Yeah.
There is a waiting period on the maps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a probation type thing.
Probation.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like everybody knows about this joke except for me right now.
No, this is all brand new. This is, speaking of, how do you know when you made it? Coaching goals. Like you're like, you know what? Oh, I'm on
That's
top
a
of the
good
mountain.
question,
Coaching
yeah.
goals.
Like within my business.
Yeah,
how
what
do
you
I-
want to do. Yeah,
Oh, well, financially supporting myself would be the first one.
that's a good step.
Yep, that is the first step. But
Good stuff.
honestly, I don't know if there's like a stopping point, like to where I've been like, okay, I've made it and this is where I want to like end things. But my vision with Sam Crow Coaching is to be able to reach out to people all over the United States. So I do a lot of virtual coaching, which sounds weird, especially with mountain biking and backcountry skiing, but there's a lot to be taught just via video.
Is it safe to do that on a bicycle?
Oh yeah.
I'm just set up your little iPad right there on the handlebars.
I have a lot of recorded content that I share with my clients.
It's all video.
Real life Peloton.
I want to see that so bad.
That'd be amazing. Figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds so dangerous. But
Yeah.
I'd be down. Absolutely. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh shit, I forgot the question.
I did too. Way to go, Todd.
is what
Just
happens.
threw us
But I can teach a
completely-
lot online via video that I'm as pre-recorded, not recording in action. Yes.
Well, I'm glad you took advantage of the virtual, especially because it was kind of thrown at us. But I think a lot of people have thrived and prospered, and we're just going to integrate it into their business or their lives. I certainly, it's part of my job now for sure.
Well,
You had to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, it's allowed me to connect with so many more people than I would have ever thought possible. It was a super dark time when we were locked up and weren't able to get together in person and like see people and touch people and just be around people. But it also, I think, was this really cool aha for a lot of business owners and like employees, like, oh, we could do this from home and reach so many more people and be connected with so many more people and like really spread the messages far and wide. And it doesn't have to end with in-person events in your local area.
Sam Crow coaching on all the things, right?
On all the things.
So we can find you, Sam. Just search Sam Crow coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone, even me.
Yeah, even you.
Okay.
Yeah, of
okay.
course, Brandon.
Okay. Well,
I
I'm
mean,
just
if you know
checking,
how to use technology, yes.
Yes. Well, there's that part. Yeah. Thanks, Sam. Welcome to the club.
Yes.
You're here now. Now you know all the people.
Yeah.
So this is good.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, this is good.
You're welcome anytime.